Well, good evening once again, beautiful jazz musicians of University Prep, and welcome to another edition of tonight's Vinyl Delights. Tonight we focus on an album that is very near and dear to my heart. This is a 1952 original 10-inch long-playing recording, Bird and Diz, Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, on the Mercury Trumpeter label. I'll show you that in a second. This is the back here, beautiful. There's Diz and Charlie Parker there. And this is, they call this a holy grail in the world of record collecting. This is something that I have searched for many, many years, and one of my prized possessions because I have a long history with this record. First of all, many of you know my Dizzy Gillespie story. He played at my elementary school when I was in second grade, and that's why I wanted to play the trumpet in the first place. That's why I'm a trumpet player. And then in high school, I had a high school band director named Mr. Hollenbeck, and he played me the song My Melancholy Baby off of this record right here, which we're listening to right now, and which you will listen to after this because I will post it in the comments. And this song just totally got me. This is what hooked me onto playing jazz and being a jazz lover in the first place. Also, this cover here, this art was done by a guy named David Stone Martin. David Stone Martin was an artist in the 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know exactly how long he lived, but he did a lot of artwork for record covers. He also happened to live in the same town where my mother-in-law grew up, and we actually have a couple of lithographs that he gave to her family. They are hanging in our living room, so that's kind of another connection that I have to this too, and the artwork is just gorgeous. Lovely stuff. So this is Bird and Diz, My Melancholy Baby. I want you to listen to so many things here. You gotta take a couple of passes at this one at least. Because there's a lot to listen for. First of all, the intro from Thelonious Monk is so great. Oh, we never even talked about who was on this record, did we? Not only is it Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, it's also Thelonious Monk at the piano, Curly Russell on bass, and Buddy Rich at the drums. So all-star cast here. This turned out to be the last recording that Diz and Bird would make together. So it was also the first one in many years, I think. So it's kind of a cool record date as well. Anyway, as you listen to this, Monk's setup to this is just beautiful and classic Monk, and a great jazz setup to a jazz standard. And then Charlie Parker plays the head, and I want you to listen to how he deals with it, because he starts playing the melody, but he starts it immediately sort of as a call and response with himself. So he'll state the melody, and then he'll respond to the melody, and then he'll state the next phrase of the melody, and then he'll respond to that. And this goes on for about half the first A, and by the end of that, he's kind of off and improvising, and the melody is sort of gone, and he improvises his way up to the start of the next A, and he gets back to the melody, call and response again, and then he's off again. This is something that was kind of prevalent in the bebop era, probably not so much before that, where you'd kind of hint at the melody and then you just keep on going. They didn't feel any compulsion to be true to that, state that melody as it was written. So they were just kind of improvising right off the bat. And then he does this beautiful solo that's, classic Parker, classic bebop. And then that first phrase that Dizzy plays when his solo starts just kills me every time. I don't even know why. It's just this beautiful little turn. It just sounds so conversational. He's just stating that thing right off the bat. Just great. And then Dizzy plays a classic Dizzy solo. He's all over the horn. He's up and down. He's fast. He's tender, and he's sweet, and he's growly, and he's mean, and everything in between. And again, that's what hooked me immediately when I saw that guy play live when I was 8 years old. And then Thelonious Monk, fantastic solo, and they're out and off on the head out. And it's just a beautiful, 2 minute and 46 seconds, something like that, performance of a jazz standard in the classic bebop style, played by all the classic bebop cats, right? You don't get a better band than that. And like I said, it took a long time to find this, and I was so happy to. 10-inch Mercury records. And I'm going to show you this. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen a 10-inch, and this label is really beautiful. So I just want to show you this for a second here. I'm going to stop the record. I'm going to put you down for just a second. Hope I don't drop you. There we go. All right. Let me show you how beautiful this is. Here we go. This is called the Trumpeter label, Mercury Records. And that is a 10-inch record, right? The records that you can see normally are 12 inches, and the little ones, the 45s, those are 7-inch. So this was right in between. This was 10-inch, and they only made them for a few years, and they're really cool. And this one is in amazing shape. All right, so there you go. Tonight's Vinyl Delights. Burdened is 1952, recorded in 1950, released in 1952. Hope you enjoyed it. Go listen to the whole track, then go listen to it again. All right, have a great night. See you in class tomorrow.